Hey guys, it's your pal Victor here from Cult Classics and Cult Following, and we are here for our weekly recap of WandaVision. And right now, we just finished episode 3. All I'm going to say is, I feel even more secure in what I was talking about last week, since some of the things I was talking about seem to have been very much confirmed in this episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the recap for episode 1 and 2 last week, which I'll link down in the comments. All right, so this episode, we are clearly in the 1970s. This show is the Brady Bunch, WandaVision in color. I will say I like Paul Bettany because he totally looks like Peter Fonda in this show. And yeah, Elizabeth Olsen looks very hot in the 1970s fashions. I'll say that. That's my male gaze ogling there. She's very cute in this. So it's color swept in this show. Wanda is pregnant. That whole bit where like, oh, I've been pregnant for 12 hours, 4 months. And the misogynistic gynecologist, that bit was also really funny. Especially during the credits for riding the tandem bike. And now everybody's look has been kind of like upscaled. Herb, the guy from the Neighborhood Watch, now he's like the next door neighbor, and he's got like the full-on fro and everything. I like the nerves of steel joke that Vision makes in this. Now we're noticing the simulation is really starting to break down because Herb is trimming his shrubs, and boom, he's like going right through that brick fence. Nothing's wrong, Vision. Vision's starting to get the idea that this is kind of broken. This comes into play when they talk about naming the kids. Wanda wants a regular name for the kid, like, Tommy, while, Vision, sorry, that was my printer being weird. Vision wants to name the kid Billy after William Shakespeare because all the world's a stage and the people merely players. Meta. That's exactly what's going on here in the simulation world. Or TV world. I guess we'll call it TV world, So yeah, the gist of most of this episode is, they're trying to figure out when Wanda is going to give birth because who knows what the timing is. She's 12 hours and she's getting more and more pregnant. She's about to pop. And the gynecologist is going out of town to Bermuda or something. And Vision is trying to keep him from leaving because she's about to pop. Then Geraldine shows up, and there's all the shenanigans with like with Wanda's magic going all out of whack, and this is very like sitcom-y. This is actually really funny. The crane especially was hilarious, and her hiding her pregnant belly. Let's see here. We also realize Agnes definitely knows what's up, and they're very suspicious of Geraldine and trying to tell Vision that something's up with her. She's single. She doesn't fit into this whole scenario. And then those suspicions are, the suspicions are warranted when she's talking to Wanda after, she gives birth. And she's trying to remember, I was a twin, just like I just had twins. And my twin's name was Pietro. Quicksilver reference. Remember? Quicksilver, her brother in Age of Ultron. And then Geraldine tells her, wasn't Pietro killed by Ultron? And this kind of like breaks the scenario here. Because when Vision comes back and he's like, where's Geraldine? She says she had to go home. And then what we see is the aspect ratio changes and Geraldine gets thrown out of TV world back into the real MCU world. Notice here, go back, when our first shot of real world, there's a Wellview sign. Wellview's a real place. The town motto for Wellview is, home is what you make of it. Again, I'm not going to give myself a pat on the back, but I am. And Geraldine gets thrown out. At this point, we can pretty much assume safely she is a sword agent, So, yeah, that's what's going on here. And we see the massive buildup around the town that clearly is embubbled by Wanda's power, because it's got like the static TV lines, and there's a massive shield build out like in Thor Dark World around the crater where Mjolnir was. So yeah, that's what's going on here. We now know the gist of the story, that Wanda has built or is part of some kind of bubble universe, a dome city like under the dome, where she's taken over this town so she can keep Vision alive somehow. I'm still not 100% sure how AIM fits into this, but you notice the Brady Bunch thing was all hexagons again. Hexagons, hexagons, hexagons. I'm not leaving that. That's the AIM logo. So AIM is gonna build into this somehow. So we know AIM is involved. Sword/shield has the town surrounded, and no other Avengers have showed up yet. And our friend the Doctor tells us when Vision's talking to him, like, well, I guess taking all your trips, like, well, you know, it's so hard to escape a small town. So yeah, that's the gist of it right now, folks, where we're at. Geraldine is shield/sword agent. AIM is involved somehow, and Wanda is not the hero, not the villain, a victim of circumstance, and Vision doesn't know what the fuck's going on. So if you have more thoughts on this episode, feel free to leave them in the comments. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm excited to see where the show is going. So yeah, let me know what you think, and we'll talk next time. More WandaVision. Subscribe, hit the notification icon, share, tell your friends. More is on the way. Thanks, guys.